Hello and welcome to this week's Friday Afternoon Live. I'm Calum Fuller, again standing in for Kevin and Richard, so enjoy me. It's been a big week here at AANFD this week. We've done our live coverage of a budget on Wednesday. We had Alvarez and Marcel, Taxan's Kevin Hindley and BKL's Geraint Jones come in to provide us with their expert analysis and opinion on the comings and goings on the day. Some big points to come up the budget are thus. Corporation tax is to fall to 17% by April 2020. And it's always an interesting issue, this, because the government is obviously keen to attract the biggest and best businesses to the country, and lower headline rates really go a long way to encouraging that. And there's little doubt that this announcement will fuel that further. But and it's also suggested that lower rates encourage people to pay up rather than looking for contrived ways around the taxes they wish to avoid, the likes of which Starbucks and Google and Amazon and Facebook have all demonstrated in recent years. But, and that's quite a big but, there's a school of thought that says repeated drops in the rate fuel the race to the bottom. And since George Osborne's become Chancellor, we've fallen from 28% to the 20% we have today and the 17% we'll soon have. That's partly fueled by Ireland's low rate of 12.5%. There's pressure to compete. But that lack of tax harmony and constant competition is what got us into this mess in the first place. It's exactly what the BEPS project, the OECD has been backed on, is supposed to be combating. It's somewhat disingenuous, I'd suggest, to be engaging in tax competition on the one hand, and on the other hand, claim to be pursuing international tax justice. So there's always been those two tensions, of course, but it seems to me that the government and George Osborne are trying to have it both ways. I'm keen to see how it plays out, because it's very difficult to see how we can continue to pursue both lines at the same time. Secondly, there's business rates from April 2017. Small businesses that occupy property with a rateable value of £12,000 or less will pay no business rate. Currently, there's 100% relief, and it's available if you're a business that occupies property, for example a shop or an office, with a value of £6,000 or less. There'll be a tapered rate on the relief on properties up to £15,000, means that £600,000 businesses will pay no rates. The good news is that some action's been taken on it, because there's proven a prohibitive levy for small businesses on the high street over the years, and eminent business types like Justin King, former Sainsbury's chief executive, have been banging the drum for movement on that front for a long time. It's proven tempting to leave it in place previously, because it's been such a reliable revenue rate, but it's become outdated and started hurting businesses quite badly. So it's good to see that action taken on that front. But also, we're doing away with Class 2 national insurance, so self-employed workers will no longer have to pay Class 2 national insurance contributions from April 2018. After the Chancellor confirmed on Wednesday it would be abolished. That flat rate monthly charge has been seen quite administratively burdensome for a lot of self-employed people, and it's not yielded a huge amount of cash over the recent years. So it's good to see action taken on that front, and it's a welcome and overdue simplification. And of course, and last but not least, the frozen beer duty, and so I'm going to enjoy that, and maybe perhaps I'll see you next week. If it's not me, it'll be Kevin or Richard. All the best. Catch you soon. Bye bye.